Okay, so today I'm going to give you a run through of the Office 365 environment, but in particular my class site, and just to give you an insight on how I use my class site for my classes. So here we are on the Office 365 landing page. Now this does not have to be the landing page that you set for your students, and in fact it's better to have the landing page set as your school's homepage, because otherwise when students log on they will see this rather than seeing your message. So better to have your school's message here rather than Microsoft's message. So let's go across to the sites area. So we'll go on to click onto the sites, and here we can see all of the sites that I'm following at the moment. And this area here, your organization can set your priority sites across the top there. So you would want to set any sites that you see as a priority. So the learning areas for students, house areas, that kind of thing, would all want to be up the top here so that they are placed in higher importance. So I'm going to go across to my systems engineering site. Obviously my systems engineering students use computers quite a lot, so this is the class site that I use most with my classes. So on this home page for this class site, I have some of the important links up the top here. So one link to the class notebook, class survey, and a previous class notebook that we were using, and they are very easy to put those links on the page just by editing the page and then inserting a link exactly the same as you would in Microsoft Word. So very easy to do that. I have the calendar for the class here, but what I've done here is I've created a different view, so the events come in list view. So what happens here is only the recent events populate here. So if event is past, then it won't populate here. So it's only future events that are populated here. And it's very easy just to add a new event here just by clicking on that little tab there. Directly under that, I've got a list from my blog posts. So once again, only the most recent blog posts will show up here. So blog posts that are more than 2 weeks old don't show up here. Obviously, you can see all of the posts by clicking in on the blog post area here, and I've got that also linked up the top of the page as well. So we'll go and have a look at that in a moment. And directly under that, I've got the site pages. So all of the pages within this site are shown here, and I've got this in a shortened view too, so it's just got the name of the page, and that's pretty much it. If I want to create a new page, very easy to do from here as well. So we'll have a look at some of these pages in just a moment. On the center of this home page, I have the news feed. And this one here is a Yammer news feed. So Yammer was purchased by Microsoft, and it works very, very much the same as Facebook. But you can either use the Office 365 newsfeed or Yammer, depending on your preference. The Yammer newsfeed has a little bit more functionality than the Office 365 one. And you can see here that I have put a poll in here. So you can do things like polls and praise students, etc. through that Yammer newsfeed. Okay, so let's just vote on this one here just to show you how it works. So where are we at with our team project? Well, I'm going to say I am at the design stage and vote. Okay, so that's how that works there. That was just put on there not long ago, so no other students have voted on that yet. But you can also embed YouTube videos and things like that, as you would on Facebook. And this does get quite a bit of um, a reply from students, but I can't show you that just due to privacy reasons. So some of the posts further down here actually have student comments on them, and often I use that to get a quick response from my students, and it also works as a really good learning hook. So putting questions in here about some of the things we've covered in the class and asking for a response gets a little bit of a student interest generated in that particular topic. So let's go and have a look at the other components here. So we'll have a look at some of the pages. So on some of these pages for this site, um, I have particular things set up. So this one here has an embedded YouTube video, and it has some specific document libraries. And once you've got your document libraries set up, it's very easy to add and delete content from there. So if I go and put another document in here, I'll put this one here, and all we do is just drag that across. So very easy to load up documents. You can synchronize these with your desktop. So I have a number of Office 365 cloud-based libraries set up, which are synchronized to my desktop, but I wouldn't recommend synchronizing all of your document libraries because it can become a bit of a headache in some regards. Believe me, I've been there and done that. So I only synchronize only just a choice few, and in particular my personal document libraries, things like that. But for class document libraries, it's just as easy just to have them there and load up documents just like you saw I did then. So just going back, we'll just go and have a look at another page. So let's go over to this one here. And on this one, I have a number of different YouTube videos embedded there. And let's look at just one more. And we'll have a look at, so this one here. So you can do things like embed like the tasks. For tasks, you can have the Gantt view for tasks, so it shows you the timeline. So this one I use to let the students know where they should be in their team projects. So that can be handy. And let's go back to our main page again. And just before we go to the blog, I'll just show you with Yammer, the Yammer newsfeed. So if we just flick across to Yammer and go to that conversation, so that's the group that I set up for that particular site. And you can see here you can make an announcement, praise, or make a poll. So making a poll is quite easy. It is limited to just this format, but you can have quite a few answers here. So once you fill up these answers here, another answer will populate underneath. So you can just keep going with the number of answers that you require. Within Yammer, you can embed apps in your post as well. Yammer has a few different apps that you can embed, but they are a little bit limited at the moment because there's not enough development in this area. But you might find one that you like. There are, I think, in particular for maybe science and maths teachers, there are a few that you can use, and some of them are you have to pay for, and some are for free use. So you can see there's a few there, but I haven't found really one that I can make good use of. So that's the Yammer environment there. And now we'll just have a look at my favorite part of my class site and the one that I use most often, which is the class blog. And you can see we've got the latest 2 posts here. But if I click on the blog itself, so the blog is a sub-site to the class site, and here is my blog. So the reason I like this so much is because the posts will go in order from the most recent down. So you always get the most recent one coming up to the top, so that when students visit the blog, they'll know that this lesson is the current lesson. And you can set up your categories so that if a student misses out on a lesson, they can easily find that lesson. So if I click on this one here, electricity, you can see all of the posts that are relevant to that area of learning. And the other thing that's good about blog posts is you can embed rich content in here. So I like to put an image up the top just for getting a little bit of interest in the post, and then you can clearly state your learning intentions and put any other information there. So step-by-step guide and images, and you can embed videos, etc. So there's one down here a little bit further which has an embedded YouTube video on it. So pretty much any content that you would want to put in a lesson, you can add and embed on these blog posts. But the other thing I really like about them too is that if you're going to be absent for a while, so let's just have a look at how we create a post here. So if you're going to be absent, away on leave or something, but you still want to be in control of the information that the students have access to, so the lessons, etc., you can actually create a post that turns up on a particular day. So you don't have to post it on the day that you write this up. You can choose a date into the future and select that date, and then when you publish that, this particular post will not appear on the blog until that date. So it's pretty handy for posting classwork when you're going to be away. So that's another reason why I really like blogs. So yeah, that's an overview of how I use my class sites. So I hope that has given you a good understanding about how I use class sites and the potential of the Office 365 class sites. Thank you.